was fighting with Daesh for 4 years. Then I understand that Daesh are criminals, so I try to let them, but I was arrested by the Syrian Democratic Forces. In France, I was a student at university, and
what did you study?
History. I was studying history and Arabic language, and I was married, and I had 2 children in France, and now I have 4 children. I came with my wife and my 2 children in Syria. I was born in a Christian family, but I became Muslim in 99, and then in I was studying in Saudi Arabia from 2003 to 2006, and in 2005 I was convinced in jihadist ideology.
By whom?
By some preachers in Saudi Arabia. I came first time from Saudi to Jordan to Syria, to Damascus.
Okay, go on.
And I was arrested, then sent to my country, to France, and I was sentenced in jail. I spent in jail 3 years. Some Muslims came to my house and say we are establishing an Islamic state in Syria now, and Daesh. So you have to come with us. You have to make jihad, and I was convinced by them. So I came a second time in Syria in 2014.
How did you come to Syria for the second time? Which way?
The second time it was very easy. I take a plane from Spain to Turkey, to Istanbul, then Istanbul, Antakya, and in Antakya, the ones who comes to my house in France, they give me the number of a smuggler, and the smuggler enters me in Ladiqiya in Syria, and without no problem.
I want to ask you something. When you came to Turkey for the second time to come to Syria, have you faced any difficulties in getting in Syria?
No,
Turkish officials.
No difficulties. No difficulties, and I was amazed because I was in jail in France for terrorist facts. So I thought that in Turkey they will send me to France another time, but I found that in Turkey, no problem. I enter Turkey, I go to Antakya, and then I enter Syria with very easily, very easily. So I was in Ladiqiya from February 2014 to March 2014. Then the Daesh emir said to us, we have to go out from Syria to Turkey and then enter in Syria at new to Wilayat al-Raqqa.
Turkish officials may have arrested you in Turkey.
But
fear to go Turkey? Security forces.
In this time, they say to us, no problem. We will not. You will not be arrested for. I was arrested by Daesh security forces another time in August 2017. They said that we are. We opposite the manhaj methodology of Daesh and a lot of things. I stay in jail. In jail in Daesh for 100 days, 105 days. I will try to explain, but when you are arrested by Amniyin in Daesh, they don't say you nothing. There is no muhakama, no charges, nothing. They just take you and throw you in jail. Maybe they beat you, maybe I decide to go out of Daesh. So I speak to my friends, French friends, They are now with me in jail. And we decide to go out of Daesh. So we find a smuggler and we give him a lot of money and we go out from Daesh in the beginning of December 2017. Then we was arrested by the YPG. And now,
did you surrender to YPG or?
No, I was arrested. The smuggler said you don't have to surrender. You go to Turkey. It is easy. We give them a lot of money, and they say no problem. We will go in Turkey, and then.
What is the exact reason behind choosing Turkey as an option? Why not another country around Syria? Why not Saudi? Why not Iran? Why Turkey?
I think it's just that the frontier of Turkey and are the most easy to cross. And I think the Jordan borders and Saudi borders are very hard to cross.
Some IS members went to Europe using Turkey,
yes,
by Turkey. Do you know anything about this?
Yes, a lot. I know that I heard that all the one who were come to Europe, they from the Turkish borders. Maybe for living, maybe for surrender, maybe for attacks. But all of them, they cross the Turkish border. I don't heard about someone cross the Jordan border or Saudi border or
But they can cross the Turkish border.
What?
They can cross the Turkish border.
Yes.
They cannot cross the Jordan border or the
yes.
Iraqi border. Okay, surrender to our forces. Why you chose to go to Turkey?
We don't. What we was fearing about is if we surrender, we surrender from Daesh. Maybe they say you are spy, you are umala. Maybe they kill us in Daesh. So we took this. We make his mistake. We pay a smuggler. If we didn't know that muamala of YPG is like that. You don't beat, you don't torture. We don't know that. If you knew that, maybe we surrender. But
what do you think about Daesh? Please honestly tell us. What do you feel about Daesh? What you like about Daesh? About IS members and their attitude towards people. I want to know that.
What I think honestly about Daesh is that Daesh is a creation of some intelligence services. It's not a sincere Islamic organization, and I think they was established maybe by former Baasist and Ba'athiyin and some intelligence services to maybe to serve some agendas in this in the Middle East, in Syria and in this region. So now what I see from them, they are not they are not honest, they are criminals. They just want the fighters to die for them, and they fight for petrol, for oil. I began to understand that these men, these Iraqi people and Saudis, Emir, and some Syrian, not all of them, a little bit of Syrians, was not sincere. They just made an organization for deceive the Muslims in the world and then take them, and a lot of them was killed in battles for oil and was deceived